Hey, what's up, YouTube boxing family? It is KRod7435 here. I am back with another good video for you guys today. Yeah, so let's get right to it, man. First of all, shout out to Obaro, Aradije, and Mr. Stefan Big Shot Shaw. Those were great interviews that I had yesterday, or I want to say on Saturday or Sunday, either or. But I had a really good time. I enjoyed myself. I had a great time at the Top Rank fight events. Also, another huge shout out to Erickson Lubin. Man, I wish I had a picture with him, but, I wasn't, like, psychologically, you know, like, psychologically built together to, like, actually, have a good conversation with him. Because I was a bit nervous talking with him because he had his boys with him, but I wasn't really afraid of that. It was just more like, this is like, like a fighter that I actually liked. And, I'm not saying that I was acting, like a coward, but it's just like, for stuff like that, I just didn't have like my thoughts together. And I know that I'm a better minded individual, like when I do get my thoughts together. But either way, Erickson Lubin, he's a down-to-earth person, very heavily skilled fighter, and if you guys are going to tune into his upcoming fight against Sebastian Fundora, I highly recommend that. But I just wanted to just give another shout out to Erickson Lubin. He's a really, hardworking individual, and he definitely is making big moves outside of the sport of boxing. So maybe, hopefully, I could collaborate with him. Probably bring him on to the show one day, and see where things can go. So, huge big shout out to Mr. Erickson Lubin. But yeah, let's move on with the boxing topic of today. Czarina Mccoy. Shout out to the awesome queen of the ring, Miss Black Rose. But she had told me through Instagram, and she said it right here, in which this is just coming from her, but right here is that she made a post about Miss Jamie Mitchell facing up against Carly Skelly, in which this was obviously a fight that should have never happened, but she said, "No disrespect to Skelly, but tell me why Matchroom contacted me to be the opponent for this fight, and I gladly accepted but was turned down by the champ's team." And to me, I'll probably say this is duck language. Because if you really think about it, nobody in the sport of boxing would turn down a title shot. But on top of that, here's the thing. If I'm a world title contender, and I'm trying to find any shot that I could take to become a possible mandatory or a voluntary defense matchup, I'll take it. But for this particular equation, how the hell did Carly Skelly get a title shot facing against a 7-0 Jamie Mitchell that doesn't have that much experience? She's 36 years old, so she's basically at the tail end of her career, and she's not, that highly known. So I just don't get it. And also down here below, it said right here, 7-0 2 versus 9-0-0 sounds way better than 4-0-1. And that's true, because, if you think about it, Czarina has a way better, resume as far as her being the most active fighter, even though it's not the most greatest opponent she's fought. But the more you stay active, the better your skills are in the ring, hands down. So I find this really crazy, because I spoke with Rosalinda Rodriguez, and when we talked about Jamie Mitchell's recent victory over Shannon Courtney, I was thinking, well, maybe sometime in the future, maybe she could end up fighting you, because Rosalinda had told me that she's going to fight for the WBO title vacancy. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm probably going to keep in touch with her and see where things go on that one. But, she'll tell me, and then I'll bring out the news, and then I'll let you guys know. But I just find that really weird and very, very scandalous because um, Jamie Mitchell was not supposed to be in this position. Shannon Courtney obviously took her as a titled as a voluntary title defense match, and I don't think Jamie was the mandatory at all because she really hasn't defeated anybody out of the WBA rankings. But if she was, then okay, congrats. But at the same time, you're facing a 4-0-1 Carly Skelly, the same woman that got a draw with a very green Amy Timlin, who then got knocked out by some Spanish chick that I don't know. But you mean to tell me a Carly Skelly is a better name versus a Czarina Mccoy, who's been way more active and she's been, displaying higher level, like higher level performances to actually make herself more notable in the division that she's contending for? Because to me, I just find that absolutely, ass backwards because, Jamie Mitchell, she is a great fighter, but at the same time, it's like, if your team denied a fight with Czarina in which she gladly accepted the offer to fight you, then to me that's just duck language. That's just how I see it, and I don't understand how that really, came about. But it was good that Czarina told me about this because I was like actually thinking inside my head like, who was Jamie gonna fight? Because she really hasn't been fighting for that much long, like as far as her being active in 2021. And I'll just take a look at her box track, but she hasn't done anything special. Like, I'm just keeping it real. She hasn't done anything special. She really hasn't done anything notable as of late. Yeah, so she's only been active like twice out of 2021. She had a 5th round TKO over Noemi Vasquez, who's way past who's obviously way past her prime. Shannon Courtney defeated her. So you mean to tell me that after the Shannon Courtney victory, she then comes back into the ring 4 months later? Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Like 4 months later, heading into her first title defense. Yeah, that doesn't make any damn sense. Like, I just don't understand how Carly Skelly gets a opportunity because she hasn't done anything either. She ain't shit either. Hands down, she isn't shit. She just recently had a unanimous decision victory over Dorota Norek, the same woman that got knocked out by Shannon Courtney, and then the fight before that was against Amy Timlin, who then got her ass knocked out by Mary Romero. So I don't get it, man. Like I don't see how these sanction bodies be matching up, for female boxing, because it's really corrupted and evil. And I believe a fighter like Czarina should be up there to challenge for the world title. Because even though that she fights a super flyweight, she like Czarina can easily fight at bantamweight, super bantamweight, shit, like probably even featherweight or super featherweight. She's definitely tall enough to make the weight for those divisions. But the amount of corruption that is in boxing, I just don't get how she can't get an opportunity to beat up Jamie and let her become a champion. Come on, man. It's not like Jamie's anything special. Good, you won a title. Who the fuck cares? Now defend it up against somebody notable. Don't be telling me that a Carly Skelly is a better opponent because she hasn't done anything in her career. This is a woman that hasn't done shit in boxing. I'm sorry to, shit on UK fighters, but y'all ain't shit. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I want to be wrong, but guess what? You mean to tell me a 35-year-old woman at a Liverpool, Merseyside, United Kingdom is fit to face an American from, from basically Los Angeles, California, but she's out of Vegas in Nevada? That don't make any damn sense to me. I think it's better to make a fight with Czarina Mccoy She's a way better fighter, and she can easily smoke Jaime and Carly on the same night. But out of the top 10, you mean to tell me she couldn't have gotten a fight with maybe Jessica Gonzalez, Zelina Munoz, in which she's a damn good fighter, by the way. She could easily beat the hell out of Johan Luna Avila, or what about Dina Thorslin? You know, to me, I don't get this shit, and I don't understand why she isn't taking advantage of that, because it's like she's not really doing anything. And I think that this is really disrespectful from her team to deny to deny a fight with Czarina Mccoy. So I just wanted to put that out there because that was absolutely disrespectful from how she approached that type of decision. So I just think, honestly, Czarina, she'll eventually get her shot, and I'm going to keep, putting more pressure on this, because I was actually surprised that she told me, and I just figured that I'd make a video about it to help her out and try to, promote, some of these future matchups to have her, elevate her career faster. So, but either way, this bantamweight division is like super weak. Everybody wants to tell me, oh, Fatima Dudieva, she's going to be something. Ebony, she's going to be something. This Mexican chick, Barbara Vasquez Osuna, she's going to be something. Shannon Courtney, she's going to take over. And my answer to that is, like, this division is absolute dog shit. I'm just keeping it real. I don't see women's boxing to be, like, mega powerful at the lower weight divisions, because most of these women don't really be fighting each other consistently. They just basically be fighting lower level opposition, and then they fight the higher level opposition when it comes to unifying, and then it's like a make or break type of fight. Because I don't understand how some of these women ever get ranked or get ever put onto a sanctioned body, because at the end of the day, let the sanctioned bodies alone have a weird system by placing certain women to be put on a ranking system, and they don't ever put these women to match up against each other, so that way, that the ranking system can actually be legitimate enough to determine a proper placement for the fighters that are trying to climb. So I don't get it, man. Honestly, I just think women's boxing is very, very scandalous, very similar to men's boxing, but the only difference is, like, the women, they don't have that many females fighting in their divisions enough. So, even at the lower weight divisions that everyone claims to say, like, those are, the hottest divisions for female boxing, I disagree, because it's like, if that was true, then Sinisa Estrada would have been fought Czarina Mccoy, or Czarina, she would have been whipped on Jaime Mitchell's ass, and she probably would have whipped on Gabriel Fundora's ass. I'm just keeping it real, because I want to see the best fight the best, and that is what that is what makes the sport of female boxing grow on top of men's boxing. So, I don't know, man. Like, honestly, I just hope Czarina can get her shot, because, I don't understand how people can not tell me that she isn't ready, because she is more than ready. She is staying active, and she's doing everything possible. So, I mean, I don't know, man. But I'm just going to keep doing my part to, keep promoting, any possible news that she gets into, or any possible news that she decides to that she decides to go forward with. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated. And yeah. But as far as that potential fight, I think that's a damn good fight. I think Jaime Mitchell versus Czarina is a way better promoted fight, especially for Black American female boxing, because Czarina, to me, Czarina fighting a Jaime Mitchell in Phoenix, Arizona is a way better sell and a way better buy for the fight versus a out of nowhere, not so traditionally skilled southpaw female fighter in Carly Skelly, who isn't that damn good. Like, she's not even that good. Like, Carly Skelly is by far the most like low tier level fighter, and she has no like skills whatsoever to present to the table to create enough separation for her to be a threat in a fight with her. So I don't know, man. I think honestly, I think for this fight, like I think Jamie's gonna stop her because Jamie, she definitely does have some decent power. Definitely not the best power in the world, but she could definitely hit, and she's shown that on multiple occasions in some of her fights. But um, to me, don't be surprised if Jamie, fucks around and stops her because I don't see Kylie doing doing anything special to give Jamie a tough fight. And I think honestly, I think this is a political setup by Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn, he's been losing a lot with, UK fighters. So he's probably setting up that fight to try to maybe get a robbery decision over Jamie. But I'm pretty sure Jamie, she knows that, so she's gonna come in with a lot of bad intentions to try to take out Carly. And I think Carly, she's not that good to begin with. So, if I'm Jamie, I'm just gonna go in there and just beat the crap out of her and then stop her because if it goes to the to the scorecards and the scorecards surprisingly have Jamie Mitchell losing, then that's just free political corruption on Matchroom side to try to make UK fighters politically favored to beat American fighters of some weird sort. But either way, I think Jamie, she's gonna do her job, and she's gonna beat the crap out of Carly. And I think this fight card should be well put together, a lot more feasible to have a fighter like Czarina Mccoy fight Jamie instead of Carly, because Carly, she's not a well-known fighter and people don't know who the hell she is, and she hasn't fought really anybody notable to actually get her way to a title shot. So I don't see how a 4-0-1 fighter gets a chance to fight a undefeated 7-0-2 fighter, in which she hasn't even ran it back with her draws, as of that time frame. But still, it's just like, it doesn't really matter to me, honestly. I think these females and female boxing are just politically desperate, so they're gonna try to do anything possible to try to get the easiest fights possible to avoid the least amount of risk and punishment that they can receive. And I think that's absolutely disgusting because a fighter like Czarina Mccoy is a way better test than fighting another fighter that is just as old as you and she doesn't present anything to the table. So my answer to that is fuck you, and we need to see the best fights made because this is not a good fight. This is pretty much a a B level fighter fighting a C minus level fighter. So I don't see how this is a good stylistic matchup. But hey, we'll find out because Carly, she is a southpaw, and southpaws tend to have that one shot factor of trying to change a fight. But I don't see Carly doing that because she does not have power, and Jamie, she has semi-power. So I'm pretty sure Jamie, she's going to come in super huge in that fight, and she's going to dog walk her. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Shout out to the beautiful queen, Miss Black Rose, Czarina Mccoy. Be sure to check her out. She's a damn good fighter. I like Czarina. Heavily skilled fighter. She just recently got a 5th round TKO victory over some Mexican chick. I forgot her name, but she did a good job. I don't understand why BoxRec doesn't update her record, which is very weird. But yeah, be sure to check her out, man. She is a very heavily growing talent, and I think she's only just getting closer, because if she can't get that opportunity again by trying to get a world title shot up at bantamweight, then I think at super flyweight for now, she can easily take out a lot of these girls at the top 10. She could easily beat Adelaida Ruiz. She could easily beat, Diana Fernandez. She isn't that good. Diana, she doesn't even have that much pop, and she only tries to, she only tries to just throw like I don't know, like wild ass punches, and she usually just ends up missing. But 9 times out of 10, if you beat her to the punch, 9 times out of 10, she usually loses her confidence, and then she ends up, taking, massive L's. As far as losing trades, but I think Czarina, she's gonna take over 115. I think super flyweight's gonna be that easy division because a lot of these girls are really not on her level, not that I see, and yeah, I don't know, man. But I just wanted to put that information out there for those of you that want to know more about female boxing. But yeah, be sure to check her out, man. She is a very, very good fighter. And I think she's only going to get better, and she's going to just basically destroy everyone. So yeah, that's pretty much it. More videos coming out soon. I'm going to probably talk about Shakur and Oscar Valdez. And then probably talk about maybe Gary Russell and Mark Mccoy. Yeah, I got to cover that. So yeah, be sure to check out, Czarina Mccoy. Heavily skilled fighter, and I will see you guys later. Peace out. And Southpaws Run Boxing, and shout out to the mighty LDBC, and I'm out.